Hello, Aries. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are doing your general reading. So let's go ahead and get started with your oracles. Messages for Aries. You're my favorite. You're the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. The first thought when I have news to share. You're my person. On the bottom is others' opinions. I feel bound by my culture and my family's beliefs on how I should live my life. I'm working towards breaking free from limiting myself based on their beliefs. Okay. And the graffiti cards, we're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Aries. We have Love Bomb, Manipulated Love Potion number 9, Grand Gestures to Manipulate. Provocateur, not afraid to challenge status quo, ruffles a few feathers, challenger. And Deceitful, liar, liar, pants on fire, withholding the truth. And on the bottom is clickbait, irresistible temptation, bait and switch, and catfished. This feels to me like someone who is manipulating. They're being deceitful and they're manipulating, but they're doing it in a way towards someone who they're trying to seem like they're loving, caring, nurturing, and concerned, but what they're really being is manipulative and deceitful. Okay. Let's get the Yin Yang Oracle. This feels to me like it could be like a family member. It doesn't have to be. I don't have that much information. It just feels that way to me. All right, we're going to get the Yin Yang Oracle. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Aries. Self-care and energy. Decisions. And party and external. So third party, not necessarily cheating. It's just saying there's 3 people involved. Or someone, on the outside trying to interfere. On the bottom is remember and awakening. I'm telling you, this feels to me like for the one dealing with this, it's trying to indicate to be very careful, take care of yourself in regards to someone else who is portraying themselves to have your best interest at heart, or whoever's dealing with this is best interest at heart when they really don't. They're being manipulative and deceitful, but it's covered in a mask of love, care, and nurturing. And the reason I feel like this is family is because I feel like this is the way this person is, or they've always been. Like this is something that's gone on for a long time. This is about it's talking about this other's opinions. Uh Breaking away from self-limiting beliefs. I feel like that is the moral of this story here is someone here is needing to break away from um, a long long-term situation where this has been going on, where someone presents themselves as loving. It's manipulative love and care and nurture in order for them to get their way somehow, or in order for them to manipulate or control. So let's go ahead and get started with the tarot. We're going to start with the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for Aries. Three of Pentacles, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, And the King of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's 3 people involved here. There could also be some kind of triangulation happening here. This feels to me like it would. 2 of Pentacles on the bottom. The feeling here is like how if this was a parent that's being this manipulative person, like they would try to like pit one sibling against another or try to create drama. And all of this is for their own gain somehow, these things that this person does. It's very toxic. But there's definitely 3 people involved here. And this person is telling some sort of lies. Let me just get some more. 3 of Pentacles, Temperance, King of Swords in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. 8 of Cups. King of Pentacles in reverse. This could be a masculine energy. And they don't have to be male to be masculine. This could be a feminine in their masculine energy. They're not a good person, though. Yeah, it is indicating that in order for the one dealing with this to heal, they need to walk away from the person or the situation. This 3 of Pentacles is about the one dealing with this is trying to make things work. And it's saying, I feel like it's trying to indicate that this person isn't ever going to change. I feel like they've always been this way. And whoever's dealing with this is hoping for change, but it's just never going to happen. 9 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Cups, King of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse, Chariot in reverse. Yeah. Page of Cups in reverse. Someone here, and this is turning into a pretty deep reading, but someone here is seeking something in this manipulative person that they're never going to get. And I think that is the journey here, or I really don't want to call it a lesson. It's like a journey. That is the journey here, is realizing that as much as you try to do to make things work, if the other person isn't willing to change, then nothing is going to change. There's childhood wounds here stemming from the way this person is. It feels like this person is keeping the one dealing with this stuck. They're unable to move forward. I don't feel like it's saying that you need to cut this person off completely. I feel like it's the expectation of change. There needs to be some sort of acceptance of this is what is. You can't change this person. You can't force them to change. And if they're not willing to change, then there's nothing you can do about that. This is more about, to me, this feels like in regards to this relationship, whoever's dealing with this got dealt a shitty hand in regards to the relationship they have with this person. And whoever's dealing with this has always been hopeful for change, or hopeful that there'll be some kind of compromise or working together. But also that the one dealing with this can't change who the other is. And it's not about necessarily cutting off the person completely. It's about walking away from what is keeping you stuck, or what is keeping you held back in regards to this person. It's time to release that in order to heal yourself. Tell me about the overall energy for Aries. This person, whoever this person is, they're very toxic. Man, more masculine energy. Lily, that's about peace. Yeah. This is about healing and peace for yourself, whoever's dealing with this, because it's saying you need to walk away from this. It could be talking about completely, cutting this person off. It's talking about severing ties and walking away. But it doesn't have to be the literal relationship. If you choose to stay in it, then that's your choice. But it's about walking away from the dynamic that is this relationship, changing things in order to heal yourself. It's like no longer playing by their rules, is what it's talking about. Releasing yourself from that because it's keeping you stuck. In order to have peace and healing within yourself, needing to release that. Crossroads, yeah. See, this Page of Cups in reverse is making me feel like this person has been like this throughout childhood, or due to the way this person is, it has brought on childhood wounds. And it's saying you're at a crossroads here. And that is, are you going to continue doing things the way they are? And, you know, uh, doing things the way this person wants them done, or are you going to do what is necessary to release yourself from this and do what's necessary in order to heal from the childhood wounds that have been caused here? All right. Tell me about the situation for Aries. Queen of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Judgment in reverse, Scorpio energy, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. This, I'm telling you. The bottom is the Five of Cups, regret and disappointment. I feel like whoever this manipulative person are, they were very judgmental. I feel strongly, and this doesn't have to be for everyone, but I feel like this person created some kind of triangulation. Like they were three people here. It could be more, but it's like they tried to pit people against, like siblings or something, against each other. Or this person may have played favorites when it benefited them. Or for a child, I feel like this person made things very confusing because it was almost like a pulling someone in closer and then pushing them away. Um, Trying to avoid someone's judgment. And the problem is this is something that happened throughout childhood, and in your adulthood, it's something that's hard to break away from. Because I feel like this is some kind of parental figure, we'll say. This is some kind of parental figure that someone is wanting, ultimately wanting to please, wanting to make proud. And it's that constant wanting to make this person proud and constantly getting disappointed by that. Um, that needs to be uh, broken away from, because this person is going to do this. I feel like they've already been doing this for years, but they're going to do this till their last breath. Um, it's like they're the master of their chess game. They like things this way. Queen of Swords in reverse, Judgment in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like this person does like a whole family. Like they are the matriarch or patriarch of their. I'm telling you, they see this as like a chessboard. They're like, what am I going to do today? What pieces am I going to move to cause some sort of disruption? Or what am I going to do to get things to go in my favor today? Five of Wands in reverse. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. An indication here of things are no longer fearing that things are not going to change. So what this is saying is someone is afraid, you know, things are never going to change. It's saying there is a need to no longer fear that. It's talking about not being focused on it. It's saying instead of looking towards this person, towards for their approval, look within yourself, because this person is not going to give you what you need. Um, it's saying don't let this person's judgment affect you, their judgment on you. Don't allow, yeah, it what this is indicating is this person can only do what you allow them to do. They can only affect you how you allow them to affect you. And it's saying don't allow them to affect you. Five of Wands in reverse, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like whoever is dealing with this person, they always come in with a lot of hope and always end up disappointed in regards to what they want to receive from this other person. Four of Swords, the Devil, yep. And the Hierophant in reverse. An acceptance that this relationship is not going to be what the person dealing with this thought it was going to be or was hoping that it was going to be. But it's saying that's okay. Don't no longer fear that. It's saying you don't need this person's approval or, good. Uh, you don't need this person's approval or validation in order to, be a good person or, do the things you want to do. It's saying don't make this person don't put this person on a pedestal. Don't make this person such a priority above yourself. I feel like what it's trying to indicate is this person has affected someone's self-worth and self-esteem. And it's saying you find your self-worth and self-esteem within yourself, not from someone else. And that's what is needing to be learned here in this situation. It is definitely crying out for healing for the one who's dealing with this. You didn't create the damage within you, but you are responsible for your healing and how you go about that healing. And I feel like this situation is just reopening a wound over and over and over again. Tell me about the situation for Aries. Whip and broom, stress, anger, anxiety. Yeah. Once again, reopening a wound. Choosing not to, you know, it's saying don't play their game. It only causes stress, anger, anxiety. Rats, theft and destruction. See? Yeah. This is talking about this person's judgment on the one dealing with this. It's saying it's toxic. It causes destruction. And the fish, this is about money and resources. Yeah. It's saying the resource is this person's acceptance and approval, validation. That's the resource that the one dealing with this is trying to receive. And it's saying no longer fear not having that, because you don't need it to, you don't need it to be approved of or to be validated. If they won't give it to you, you can find it within yourself. I'm sure there are other people that are proud of your achievements and accomplishments. But I feel like there's a very strong focus on this person because they are some type of parental figure. It's that childhood wound that is keeping someone going back to this constantly. And it's saying this needs to be released in order to have healing within yourself. So tell me about the outcome for Aries. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Six of Swords in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse. There's strong masculine energy showing up here. On the bottom is the Hierophant. So either you could be a masculine dealing with this, or you're dealing with someone, that was a masculine, a male, or this would definitely be, if this is a female energy, they would most likely be in their masculine energy, because this is, if this is a female, they're wanting to dominate. They're wanting to control, and that's more on the masculine side of things. So if it is a female, they would more than likely would be in their masculine energy. Okay, so King of Pentacles, Six of Swords in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse. Let me get some more. King of Pentacles, Six of Swords in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse. Justice in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. Imbalance. This is a realization. The outcome is showing that the one dealing with this is having the realization that they are keeping themselves stuck. And this is when this is when the illusion becomes clear. And the illusion here would be this hope of change. And at some point, you will see that this person is who they are, and they're not going to change. This looks to me like someone who is realizing that what is being done here is not fair to me, and this person is never going to change. So then who's dealing with this asks the question, well, what can I do for myself? And that's to separate. Um, and it can be physically separate yourself from this person, but it's more like energetically, spiritually, mentally separating yourself from this person, emotionally separating yourself from this person, to where they no longer have such a hold on you that affects, your day-to-day life. Because you deserve to be happy, and all this person is doing in their toxicity is and that's what's the inability to move forward is. It's saying someone is being stuck in order to be happy because of this person's toxicity. It's saying you don't deserve that. You deserve to heal and be happy, and you know you can get everything you're seeking, you can get either from yourself or from someone else. It would be nice to get it from this energy, but that's just not possible because they're not willing to change. And there needs to be like an acceptance of that in order to heal. Justice in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse. Four of Cups. Five of Swords, yeah, separation. There's definitely some kind of separation here. Now, it very well could be physical, but I feel like it's in some other realm. Like whoever's dealing with this is learning how to commingle with this person without having that particular attachment to them. Yeah, 10 of Cups. I feel like this is family. So the outcome is showing, yes, there's going to be the realization here that I don't, so whoever's doing this is saying, I don't need this in my life. It's not fair to me to be stuck in this pit that someone else created for me. Um, yeah. This is like making a choice of I no longer choose to stay stuck here. I'm going to move forward. So this looks good. Tell me about the outcome for Aries. House. This is a literal home, family, stability, security. This is talking about the imbalance. It's once again referring to, this is father husband energy, but it's also masculine energy. In the stork, a new beginning, child, or pregnancy. This is a new beginning. See, this is when the illusion becomes clear. The one dealing with this is going to see that things are not, either are not going to move forward, or that they are not moving forward. They feel stuck. And there needs to be some sort of severance here. I need to start something new. The fox, being sneaky or clever. Oh, this is talking about this person. This person may end up being discontent because they're seeing that what they've done for so long is no longer working. Ten of Cups is talking about family. This can also be that this person is discontent because the one who's dealing with this is no longer solely focused on them, and now they're focused on their own happiness. This person is very strategic. Once again, very manipulative. And I feel like they do it because they like having the control. They like playing chess with the people around them. It's toxic. That's toxic. Tell me about the advice for Aries. Death in reverse, Scorpio energy, justice, Libra energy, and the Five of Wands. Five of Pentacles on the bottom, leaving someone out in the cold. This person is saying, it's saying find balance within yourself because this person is not going to change. This Five of Wands feels like competition to me. Once again, strongly talking about this like triangulation, or this person constantly trying to pit one against the other, or trying to play favorites when it benefits them. I feel like this is like their calling card in regards to what they do. And I feel like it causes friction with the whole family because they do this. And they don't portray it because what they're portraying the whole time is that they're this loving, caring, nurturing person. But they eat this shit up. They love to watch what they've created. Oh my goodness. Death in reverse. Justice. Five of Wands. Four Pentacles in reverse. Needing to release this person because they're not going to change. Tower in reverse. Needing to create balance for yourself in order to prevent a tower. And the King of Swords. Yeah, see strategy in regards to competition, jealousy. Um, it's that triangulation, I'm telling you. Four Pentacles in reverse, Tower in reverse, King of Swords. Three of Swords in reverse. Release this person is not going to change, so release this in order to heal. Ten of Pentacles, once again, family. There is, if I feel like as people go grow older, this group of family, which it could be 2 people, it could be 15 people, I don't know. It just feels like a family group to me. As these people get older and wiser, I feel like this person's facade is going to start, their mask is going to start falling off. People are going to start seeing it for what it is. And I feel like that's why it's saying for the one dealing with this that you need to gain balance, to in order to avoid a tower. This person is going to cause their own destruction, is what it is. 3 of Wands in reverse. Their ships aren't coming in. In regards to their strategy of competition, jealousy, triangulation, whatever it is, saying their ships are not coming in. It's saying don't let this person win at their own game. I don't understand this. Why someone would want to be like this, especially with their own family. Um, it feels to me like this person just likes, they like the feeling of feeling superior. They like the feeling of control. The way it is appearing to me is like a how a royal person, a king or a queen would like. I'm seeing a coliseum, like how they um like the bullfighting, or like how the like Romans fought to the death in the coliseums, and I'm seeing this person like watching over this. That's how they feel. It's almost like a spectator sport for them. It's This is wild because I feel like it's family. This could be this person's own children that they do this with. I mean, it's not like fight to the death, but they do like to cause conflict and watch it like watch their work unfold. Oh my goodness. So tell me about the advice for Aries. Birds, family, or gossip. Yeah. In regards to family, they're not going to change, needing to release this in order to heal. The cross, sacrifices or burdens. It's saying in order for the one dealing with this to have balance, needing to sacrifice in regards to family in order to avoid a tower. It's indicating like things are going to get worse before they get better. And it's saying it's time to bow out now before they get worse. And the letter, this is text or emails. It can be a signed document. It can also be divorce. Um, it's showing this person isn't getting their way in regards to their strategy where they're trying to create some sort of competition or jealousy. It's saying that something isn't working out here. Um, it seems like they're going to see this clearly because they're going to be upset by it, whether they show that or not. All right, let's get the closing messages. Closing messages for Aries. Freedom. Freedom is a state of being unbound in your heart, giving you the power to choose and live autonomously. When freedom enters your life, it reminds you to break free from constraints and live in a way that truly aligns with who you are. Yeah, I mean, that sums this whole reading up pretty well. On the bottom is introspection. Introspection is the process of self reflection, allowing you to reevaluate your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Through introspection, you can discover your deeper needs and goals, bringing clarity and awakening to your inner world. And the last cards, messages for Aries. You have care, also Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer, have it in your chart. And on the bottom is defend, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or have it in your chart. This is like take care of yourself, protect yourself. All right, Aries, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.